the House. They voted to kill a resolution to censure a progressive representative there. To talk about it this morning, to spell it out, he is a political analyst. He's a commentator. It is David McGarry joining us on the Wake Up Call. David, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Hey, good to have you along with us. All right, so tell us what happened.
So I regret to inform your listeners that Representative Rashida Tlaib is at it again. Since the October 7th attacks on Israel by Hamas, she has been very predictably saying all sorts of nasty things. She was a big proponent of that now debunked hospital story that I'm sure you're familiar with.
About the Israelis bombed a hospital.
Right, and it turns out it wasn't the Israelis, and it didn't actually hit the hospital proper. And also, get this: Hamas was exaggerating greatly the number of people who were injured and killed. So Representative Tlaib has behaved completely predictably badly since these attacks, and Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia introduced a censure resolution. Now, this, as you said, got voted down with the help of 20-some Republicans. And one of the reasons that those Republicans opposed the measure was that Representative Greene inserted a whole slew of dubious facts into the resolution that made it difficult for them to support. So, for example, the largest one, I would say, is that MTG would have us believe that Representative Tlaib actually engaged in an insurrection, which, however despicable our comments were, and they certainly were, no one seriously thinks that she actually engaged in an insurrection. And I think this just underscores the fact that we need lawmakers who are good at their jobs. Aside from having good policies and good principles, they need to be competent. They need to be able to write a bill or write a motion that makes sense and is grounded in reality and grounded in facts, so that you can get the most amount of support possible for it.
Well, like I said, we've gone from legislating and leading to really what I consider to be bad performance art. That's almost part and parcel now of what we're seeing, not only on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., but, I see it here in our own state. It's not about really the idea. It's not really about doing the right thing. It's all about the performance.
Well, this censure resolution was part of a larger gunfight between the Democrats and the Republicans, and we see this as soon as it became clear that Greene was going to attempt to censure Tlaib, Democrats then leveled resolution at Greene, and as soon as it became apparent that Greene's resolution was going to fail, Democrats withdrew their resolution for the time being. So there's definitely a lot of politics going on here in addition to the actual issues.
Tlaib, to me, seems to be, well, other than a whack job, kind of, I don't know, tone deaf. At least, I guess, she keeps getting reelected, so I guess she is speaking to her constituency. But, the things that she says, you shake your head and go, and you could say the same thing in some regards about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Say things you just go, where do you even come up with that? Does she not even know that she comes across as being essentially an anti-Semite when she says the things that she says, in particular in regards to the Palestinians and Hamas in general?
Yeah, I think that over the course of its history, America has become the most free and the most wealthy country that has ever existed, and it's not even close. And an unpleasant byproduct of this tremendous freedom and wealth is that you get people who are able to silo themselves away from reality. They're able to put themselves in bubbles and just completely lose touch with what the world is actually like. And I think Representative Tlaib is one such. Like, she obviously is disconnected from common sense. She's disconnected from the facts, and she's managed to persuade enough of her constituents in her district that her craziness is correct on any number of issues, and until they are persuaded otherwise, she will be sitting in Congress.
All right. Hey, David, we appreciate you joining us this morning on the Wake Up Call.
Thank you so much.
All right, you take care.